Niggas always talking, I'm like, fuck it, let them chat. I been getting money, you know I can live with that. Legend in my city, winning shit. Niggas always talking, I'm like, fuck it, let them chat. I been getting money, you know I can live with that. Legend in my city, winning, showed it on the map. And if I leave this bitch tomorrow, they gon' quote it as a fact. I'm like, who the hell could stop me? Carbon copies on my timeline. Get up out your ego, learn to think with your divine mind. Main role in my movie, get that boot if you ain't acting right. Biting on my style, these niggas rapping with some appetite. Better know where you at night. Ride around with that strap at night. Catch me flicking ashes, thumping funky at your traffic light. Tipping out my bottle, all in honor of my dead. Swear these niggas want no drama on my mama, on your head. I was raised to be that way, you just can't hold it, G. Being a block, I'm on my pivot like I'm supposed to be. Clocking digits with them niggas who been close to me. Popping shit and putting dick all in her ovaries. But I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too player for playing around. You know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town, and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too player for playing around. You know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town, and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. Who gon' tell your tale if you don't leave no good impression? You ain't mad at me, little bitch, you mad at your reflection. Working on my hoodoo, burning sage for my protection. But if that shit there don't work, you know we brought that Smith & Wesson. I ain't stressing, found my blessing in the lowest state. She tell me, Xavier, please come over, though she know it's late. I could've went and beat that down, instead I chose to wait. I been that nigga in my city, that ain't no debate. See, once you learn to drop your feelings, you might drop your ceilings. I talk to God about my dealings when they got my healings. Don't point my way with all that drama, I be bout my commas. What's worse about your lack of papers, you ain't got no honor. But I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too player for playing around. You know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town, and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too player for playing around. You know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town, and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground.
Smartphone for the dumb bread, clip full of the bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset on the next move, no time for the head game. Kush pack in the backpack, now time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread, clip full of the bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset for the next move, no time for the head game. I'm a player, you a parody. Bad bitch, two braids like a Cherokee. So much that I might need a parody. Smoke dope and I might need therapy. I be fly than a bitch, young parakeet. Apparently, these niggas don't know who I be. Last time I came to the show, so you paid at the door and I slid in no ID. You ain't cold like me. neat. Know you see the name in neon, prime time shit like Dion. Niggas ain't peas, they peons. Hit it in the bed, bad beyond. Neck on froze, on Freon. I ain't gotta tell her that we on. Shawty know she heard of the band and the brand and the type shit we on. Fuck they be on. Got a nigga leading this shit like eons. He a fan, he a windmill. Top down on the coast, got a wind chill. But I'm grill, big fur, nigga chinchill. Tell him simmer down, sit still. Switch flows like knobs on the faucet. Tell him I need all of the profit. I'm off for the week shit. Probably off for a week shit. With a queen at the crib, got it looking like Freaknik. My flight about to head from the runway. It's noon, getting head on a Monday. Sunbathe on the beach on a Sunday. Niggas still getting paid from the one play. Pulled up in the what you call it, eating on that, can't pronounce it. They seen I ain't announced it. Doing numbers like 8 accountants. Ducked off by the lake and mountains. Might make it sound like in the backpack, nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread. Clips full of the bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset on the next move. No time for the head game. Kush pack in the backpack. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread. Clips full of the bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset for the next move. No time for the head game. I'm a vibe, I'm a trip, I'm a journey. I'm a dog at the game in the gurney. Yo, bitch probably came with the scurvy. She be playing more games than attorney. Turn up, turn wheel on the yacht deck. Cold drink, hardwood and a hot neck. Grotesque protest when I shop wreck. Got a now, give a fuck who got next. 8 good tall glass of the Merlot. Pin gang got the cash on turbo. Teed up with the iron like Top Golf. New whip with the top piece chopped off. Off work, I came to play. 2 blunts, tall Tanqueray. Don't simp, get paid today. That hate can't make a stay. Out west where the Lakers stay. And I'm still up getting to the bread like aisle 3. If it ain't about that, don't dial me. Put a little right in your act, baby. Do it for your bread and your black babies. Nigga, don't flex, just build muscle. I'm up, I still hustle. Ball game like Bill Russell. Rap game on Chris Wallace. Make a nigga wanna switch wallets. Give a fuck what a bitch call it. No shit for the faint of heart. Get rich, nigga, play your part. 5 bands, 2 days apart. This shit like ancient art. And I'm still in the hood like an engine. Slide 4 deep, done division. Poppin' my shit for the pension. Pretty little freak in the mentions. Checking her physique and dimensions. Let a nigga peep your position. In that backpack. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread. Clips full of the bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset on the next move. No time for the head game. Kush pack in the backpack. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread. Clips full of the bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset for the next move. No time for the head game.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing on this? What is today? Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. Yeah, I apologize for being a little discombobulated, y'all know what I'm saying, but you know, it is what it is. How y'all doing? It's your guy Big Dog Barking, and I'm yeah. Want to say what's up to everybody that showed up early, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? Let me check the chat. What is it? What's going on? How you doing? How y'all doing today? How y'all doing this evening? Hope everybody is well. Hope everybody is percolating. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I need to clean up my workspace. Anyway, how y'all doing on this afternoon? As y'all can see by today's title, the modern dating market is rigged. Now, if it was finna be a whole lot of extra, y'all see me? Hold up. Get a little light on here. Make sure. Okay. I don't want to do too much. So anyway, today's title is The Modern Dating Market is Rigged. And over here, I'm not a dating coach. I'm not a advice. I don't do all that right there. No, I don't participate in all that. I'm not finna give nobody no advice. I'm not finna tell nobody how to pull women, or I ain't finna tell women how to be cautious of. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. What we do over here is attraction economics. What we do over here is attraction economics. What we do is attraction economics. And attraction economics is basically me breaking down power, leverage, status in the dating market and showing you how it works, the ins and outs of psychology, the ins and outs of power. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can do this shit. This is not hard. You feel what I'm saying? And I know there's plenty of content creators on this platform and on social media that's trying to tell you whatever they want to tell you because they need the engagement, they need the likes, they need the views, they need the subscribers, the followers, they need the money. You know what I'm saying? It's anybody, they can tell you that this shit all day, every day. And the funny thing about it is they gonna always say it's the other gender's fault on why things are the way they are now. And the truth of the matter is both. Now just give me an hour of your time. You know what I'm saying? As y'all enter the building, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to donate, the Cash App is floating somewhere on the bottom of the screen, $ Big Dog Barking 2132. You know what I'm saying? Hit that jump up if you want to. It's not necessary. I'm keep talking shit regardless if you hit that jump or not. So do what you do. Now, anyway, the modern dating market is rigged. The truth of the matter is not rigged. No matter what your favorite content creators say, whether it is male or female, the dating market is not rigged. It's not rigged. See, what people believe is that there's a lot of bad guys, a lot of bad women, a lot of toxicity going on around here. The dating pool is full of piss. When the truth of the matter is, most people are not bad people. Most people are not toxic. Now, I will say this about both men and women is that everybody is an opportunist. And I know a lot of y'all don't believe that, but everybody is an opportunist. It's a difference between an opportunist and a real life villain, a real life criminal, a real life bad guy or a bad chick, bad girl. There's a difference between being an opportunist and a real life criminal. It's a difference. And the difference is opportunists, they do things to try to get a leg up, and when they get caught, they feel the pressure of being caught, and they have to explain themselves on why they did something they have no business doing because they knew it was wrong, but they did it to get a leg up. Just like the smartest student in the classroom, we seen them elementary, middle school, high school, even college. We done seen the smartest student in this classroom actually cheat. Don't you know how much pressure that is to be a straight A student from first grade all the way to your high school graduation, and not only leave high school with a 4.0 or higher GPA, But to go off into college into your field of study and try to maintain a high GPA in college. Somewhere along the line, you smart ass school student actually cheated. You ain't gonna tell nobody you cheated. You didn't get caught cheating, but I know you cheated because there's a lot of pressure on to maintain this vision of perfection. So you cheated. I don't know what class it was in. I don't know what day you did or what time you did. I don't know, but I know you did because that's a lot of pressure, a lot of stress on you to maintain a flawless victory. You know, Mortal Kombat, you know, flawless victories. You can't get hit. So you was under a lot of pressure. You was under a lot of stress. You was under a lot of strain to maintain your perfection. So you had to do something to maintain it. That you might have got away with it. You might have got away with it. You might have got away with it in the 3rd grade. You might have got away with it in the 5th, 6th grade. You might have got away with it sometime in high school. You got away with it. But what happens when you get caught? What happens when you get caught cheating on the test? What happens when you get caught cheating off somebody's homework and you're the smartest student in the classroom, but you're copying somebody's homework? And the teacher catch you. Think about that for a minute. What happens when you're the smartest student in the classroom and you get caught cheating? Now you sitting up there, you want to cut the waterworks on. You don't want nobody to, you know, write you up or void your paper. You don't want them to call your folks and tell them you got caught cheating and all that right there. You want to maintain your pristine, flawless. You want to maintain it, but you had to go to, I wouldn't say nefarious right acts. I wouldn't say you went to the bottom of the bottom to do it. You probably just saw the answers in the teacher's guidebook and just copied the answers. I ain't say you just did some downright dirty ass shit to get ahead. You just probably did a little something to get ahead, but you felt the pressure of getting ahead and you cheated and you got caught. And now you don't want to face the consequences of you getting caught. That's it. That's like you going to a store as a little child and you pick up a piece of candy or a toy and stuff it in your pocket. I remember me and my son and my wife, we was at was it Burlington, Ross? It was one of them little Johns right there. And we seen this older lady, and she had some grandkids with her. And she called out one of the grandkids for stealing, little girl. And she asked the little girl, did she have anything in her pocket? And the little girl with a straight face told her grandmama, no, I ain't got nothing in my pockets. And as soon as her grandmama turned around, me and my wife and son see this little girl going in her pockets, dumping out all the candy she just picked up along the way. She knew it was a consequence if she would have got caught stealing. But if grandmama didn't ever ask her, did she take anything? That little girl probably walked outside, walked into their car, and was stuffed her face with all type of zuzus and wham-whams. It is what it is. But because it was a consequence of her getting caught, she emptied out her pockets. Because it was a consequence of her getting caught, she emptied out her pockets. Let me see. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So back to the dating pool. The dating pool is not filled with piss, even though it might look like it. Even though it might look like it's a lot of toxicity going on in today's dating market. And mind you, I ain't been dating in 20 plus years. As a matter of fact, my anniversary is this upcoming Saturday. It's been a long time, you know what I'm saying, to be attached to this lady. But I love her to death. You know what I'm saying? But I watch my kids and what they do in their relationships. So I kind of got an ear to the streets. You know, it's other people that's outside of me that I talk to on my partners, my brothers, folks I used to work with, players I used to coach. You know, I got other ways to see what's going on in today's market without actually being in today's market. You know what I'm saying? But it's not as toxic as your favorite content creators would like for you to believe. It's not as bad as your mama or your sister or your brother trying to tell you it is. It's not that bad. It ain't that many bad people running around here just doing people dirty. No, 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 no. The problem is that the toxic people are getting spoiled. I'm gonna say that again. It ain't bad people in the dating market that's ruining the dating market. It's the toxic bad people that's getting rewarded from the good men and the good women. It's the bad toxic women that's getting over on the good guys. It's the bad and toxic men that's getting over the good girls. So it looks like the pool is full of piss when the truth of the matter is there's a few little sharks in the water that's eating. It's only a few little piranhas eating. I mean, you got to have an ecosystem now. You can't just go inside the lake and the ocean and the rivers and shit like that and not to see an ecosystem what's going on. It's a hierarchy, just like in the desert or in the woods or in the jungle. It's a hierarchy. It's like, it's not that it's a lot of bad animals in the jungle. It's just that the bad animals are eating. That's it. The bad people are getting rewarded the most in today's dating market. That's what's the problem. And it's on both sides. So again, you can listen to whatever guy or whatever woman, listen to them talking about the dating market, relationships, marriage, this, that, and the third. And I'm sitting here telling you, because I have nothing to gain but y'all loyalty, but y'all love. I have nothing else to gain. I'm not sitting up here pandering to either side. I'm the type of individual that's gonna tell you, bro. I was told that I need to pick a side, but I'm picking a side. I'm picking the side of psychology. I'm not picking men's side because I'm a man. I'm not picking women's side because I love women. I'm picking the side of psychology where I look at both parties and say both of y'all doing the same shit. That's what I stand on. Y'all doing the same shit. And I'm finna break it down. And like I said, I ain't gonna be up here too long. So I appreciate your time. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button if you want to. Hit that share button. Hit that subscribe button. And, you know, if you want to donate, donate. If you don't want to donate, I'm not going to make you donate. Anyway, like I said, it's just the bad people that's eating in today's market. It's the bad men. It's the bad women. The one that's trying to get over. Them the ones that's eating. Because I remember a while ago where in order for you to get the man of your dreams, the woman of your dreams, excuse me, it was 3 key components to getting that person. 3. Now y'all can say looks or money or whatever the case may be. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Looks, they fade over time. Money comes and goes. That's bullshit. Even though, yeah, you want to be around somebody that look a certain type of way, and you want to be around somebody that got some type of financial education, financial literacy, know how to balance a checkbook or whatever the case may be. Yeah, you want that around you, but It is what it is. We study leverage and power. So you can have money and not have no power, and you can have power and not have money. Take it how you want to take it. But not too long ago, before the social media took over, dating apps took over, hookup culture took over, you actually had to have 3 key components to be stamped as a good man or a good woman. Number 1, you had to be doing something that was rare. You had to be doing something that no other man or no other woman was doing to be stamped as a good man or a good woman. What you doing, what you're doing, another nigga can't do it. Or it ain't that many of you doing. What you're doing, another female can't do it, or it ain't that many of them doing it. That was the first thing that led to you being stamped as a good partner, a good husband, a good wife, good boyfriend, good girlfriend. My highly recommended candidate is that you had to be doing something no other man or no other woman was doing. That's number 1. That's number 1. Number 2, who are you allowing to get access to you? What type of people are in your circle? What do your friends look like? What do your past relationships look like? Who is in your circle? Because birds of a feather do flock together. And if you hang around a bunch of thug ass niggas, then you might be a thug your goddamn self. If you hang around a bunch of thoughts, then chances are you might be a thought. Or you have thuggish tendencies, or you have thottish tendencies. It didn't cross your mind a couple of times more than it need to. So you ain't that far away from jumping off the ledge. You ain't that far away from jumping off the porch. So it's crossing your mind to do some shit that the rest of these gangsters that's around you doing. It ain't too far-fetched to say you might be into some thought behavior because your best friend a thought. Or you hanging around good, upstanding gentlemen. You hanging around good, upstanding women. Again, you're guilty by association. So if I'm hanging around a bunch of knuckleheads, then chances are I'm a knucklehead. And if I'm not a knucklehead, I'm guilty by being around the knuckleheads. If you hanging around a bunch of 304s, chances are you a 304 too. But if you hanging around high quality people, then it's a whole nother ball game. Now they're looking at you as a high quality person. That's number 2. So you're doing something that ain't nobody else doing. You hanging around good people. And the third thing is, how are you getting rewarded for your behavior? If you're getting all the spoils of victory by acting like a good guy, if you're getting all the spoils of victory for acting like a good girl, then it's like, well, shit, you're supposed to give them shit. You're supposed to do right by this man. You're supposed to do right by this woman because look at what everybody else doing. That was one thing that I told my kids when they was in height, when they were coming up as little kids and babies, and all the way till they both graduated high school, was that if you do what me and your mama asked you to do in school, bring home good conduct, bring home good grades, it ain't too much me and your mama won't give you in life. My daughter graduated valedictorian, my son graduated top 5. So that tells you a lot that they both, now again, even though they did what they were supposed to do at school, they didn't give me no problems. I think I might have to go up to the school one time a piece for both of them. One for him, one for her. So even though they ain't give me and their mother any problems, they not saints. So don't think I'm just sitting up here gonna tell you my kids are heaven's angels. No, no, no. Them some idiots. Them two some idiots. But I love my idiots. But they did what me and their mama asked them to do. Bring home good grades, bring home good conduct. There's nothing me and your mama won't do for you if you do that. Daughter graduated number 1, son graduated number 5. So that can tell you right there how in some people's lives, they both their friends. And I still hear it from one of my son partners. They swear up and down that my kids spoiled. Because they will come over our house and they would see this and see that and see shoes everywhere and the newest gadgets and everything right there. And they swear to God that they spoiled. They just get shit because they my son and my daughter. And the truth of the matter is they get shit because they actually earned it. They did what they needed to do to get rewarded. Because they could act a fool. They could bring home bad grades. I still had to put a roof over their head. I still had to put clothes on their back and shoes on their feet. I still had to feed them. But they wouldn't be wearing Jordans. They wouldn't be going to, what's the damn place they were going? Texas Day, Brazil. They wouldn't be eating steak and lobster. Sushi. They wouldn't be going nowhere. They wouldn't be wearing expensive clothes and expensive shoes and have every new phone when it come out. Every game they want on PlayStation. They wouldn't have none of that shit if they was with the shit. They would have had the necessity they needed because I'm their parents. I'm their father. I would have made sure they were straight. But I wouldn't have to buy them no Jordans. I'm not going to reward your bad behavior with a pair of $150 shoes, $200 shoes, and you acting the fool. That's dumb. That's dumb. But yet and still, I see parents do it on the daily that they bless their sons and they bless their daughters with all type of shit, and their kids are lunatics. Their kids are lunatics. They're lunatics. So today, it ain't about how rare you are as a man or a woman. No, it ain't about your friend group. It ain't about the high quality people that's around you. It ain't even about your behavior. That ain't what gets you in the game today. But because number one, in today's dating market, attention is abundant. Everybody wants attention. Everybody has attention to give, and everybody wants to gain attention. And we all know that individuals, both male and female, will do whatever it takes to gain attention from you. And again, attention is a resource. Attention is a currency. So again, every time you go on IG as a man and you scrolling and you hearting a female that's half-ass naked, you giving up some of your attention. Anytime as a female you scrolling on IG and you want to hit the latest gossip about somebody on Real Housewives of Atlanta or Love and Hip Hop, you giving up some attention. And all I need is you to like it. All I need you to hit their hearts on IG. All I need you to do is hit their heart on TikTok. All I need you to do is hit that thumbs up on Facebook. All I need you to do is just hit the button to let me know you are watching. Like it, dislike it, whatever. As long as you hit the button, you know, good attention, bad attention is all attention. As long as you hit the button, as long as you shared it, you fine by me. As long as you got my content out there, we winning. I'm winning. But everybody wants attention, and everybody got attention to burn. Number two, it don't cost that much to be stamped as that nigga or that chick. It don't take that much for a female to stamp a nigga these days. All they gotta do is take you out to eat. That's it. All a nigga gotta do right now is have some decent hygiene and take you to Applebee's for 2 for $25, and you probably give him some pussy. Or smoke a good bag of dope, a good 3-5 or some good shit. I'm telling you what I know. It don't take much for a nigga to be stamped as a good guy, a decent guy. Because all I gotta do is have my hygiene in check, take you out to eat, blow good dope with you, and chances are you gonna give me what I want. Chances are you gonna let me smash. And all I did was take you to Applebee's and bought you the OMG burger, the shit that's in the skillet with the cheese, and a watered down tequila from Applebee's. That's it. And blow some good dope with you, and I'll probably be smashing by the end of the night. That ain't shit. That ain't shit. And here's the opposite. For a dude, all she got to do to get stamped as a decent chick, is a good chick, just gotta give him some pussy. He ready to spend some money. All she gotta do is say what she gonna do to a nigga before he get up with her, and guess what? He already ready to blow a bag. All she got is do is send a video of her doing some strange thing for a piece of chain, and he gonna blow a bag. He gonna fly out. That's it. Getting stamped as a good dude and a good chick ain't shit no more. It ain't shit to get stamped no more. And number three is this right here. None of y'all want to be committed. None of y'all want to be in a relationship for real. None of y'all want to actually be dedicated to a man or a woman. Mind you, I say both sides. Both the men and the women. Just listen to them. Just listen to them. Both men and women saying the same thing, is I don't want to be in no relationship. Now, I give you some money for some honey, and that's a two-way street. I give you attention by liking your shit. That's a two-way street. So if attention is a two-way street and the play for play is a two-way street, cool. So being in a committed relationship works both ways too. Neither party wants to be in a committed relationship. Neither side wants to be in a committed relationship. And you know why? They don't want to be in committed relationships. You know why men don't want to be in committed relationships? You know why women don't want to be in committed relationships? You know why don't nobody want to be booed up no more? Because y'all don't care about being booed up. Y'all care about leverage. Y'all care about power. Why do you hear some of the male content creators always talking about going back in traditional, meaning they don't want women to be able to have autonomy over themselves? They need to be controlled. They need to be told who to pick, who to stay with, who to deal with. And life would be so much better, but for who? The person with the leverage, which in this case would be the men. I've heard several men say this on many occasions, is that I will be faithful. I will be faithful to multiple women if all the women act right. See, when men have leverage, men have options. That's why they want shit to go back to traditional times, to where women couldn't say nothing, because now I get to move how I want to move, and there's nothing you could do about it. I can do what I want to do. That's why men are always saying they want to go back to tradition. That's why they always pumping tradition. That's why every time you listen to them, the women are the bad guy. The women are the villains. Because we're not traditional. Because women get to do what they want to do, and there's nothing we could do about it. So it's out of whack. But the truth of the matter is you just want the leverage. So you can move how you want to move. But on the other end, women want leverage too. Women want leverage too. And the reason women want leverage is so they could be one of the chosen. They could be one of the chosen, but have no obligation to the person that's choosing them. They want to be chose, but no obligations. Men want to have the ability to have multiple options. Women want to be an option with no obligations. That is what's going on. And when both parties are fighting for leverage, when both parties are fighting for power, relationships are collateral damage. When both men and women, regardless of the race, are both fighting for what's the number one priority now, power, leverage. When both sides are fighting for the same goal, to be the one in charge, relationships fall to the wayside. There's no such thing as commitment no more. No such thing as a dedicated relationship. It's a power struggle. It's a power struggle. And both sides are indulging in the power struggle. Both sides are indulging in the power struggle. Both sides. So there's going to be the gender war over power, over leverage, the gender war. Now this is what society. This is what society is telling both the men and the women. Society is telling men this right here. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. You want to get shot over there? This is what you need to do. First of all, my nigga, you can't have no standards if you want to get shot. No. You got standards, but you can't have standards, because if you have standards, they're going to call you sassy. They're going to say you hate women. They're going to say you're shaming. Because you standing on what you standing on, and the woman you want got to be on this type of timing, they're going to tell you that you wrong for having standards as a man. But it's cool. It's cool. And then after they tell you that you can't have standards, they also going to tell you to apply pressure. Overdo it. Do a lot. Blow up her phone. Text her all day. DM her all day. Call her when make sure you pick up the phone before she even call you. Make sure you have a message ready in the text to send back before she even texts you first. Make sure you're on call. Make sure you jump when she say jump, or you're not going to keep her, or she go. If you do all that, if you don't have standards, and if you jump when she say jump, if you let her run your pockets, if you let her just control you, let you just be a doormat for her to walk over, you, my guy, will get that chick over there. Sounds about right? So basically, what society is telling men is this right here. Go ahead and overdo it. Over explain, over justify, just overdo it. Overdo it. Just go overboard. Give her a full attention overload. Go ahead and do it. Now, after you give her the attention overload, after you done just did a whole lot for her, guess what happens? You as a man are no longer valuable. Your value done went into the tank. You're no longer valuable. All because society told you to apply pressure. Come on, guy. You apply pressure to somebody that don't want to be pressured. Make it make sense. Society tells you to apply pressure to a woman when they don't like to be pressured. And you're going to come out winning. You're going to come out with the chick you want by applying pressure to a person that don't want to be pressured. Right. So you're going to overload with attention, which leads to the snowball of your value collapsing. And if you ever watched a cartoon or whatever the case may be, y'all seen what happened when they get a little rock. I can't remember that Bugs Bunny or whoever. You get a little rock at the top of the snowy mountain and push that shut down the hill, and next thing you roll down the hill, it becomes a big ass snowball until it becomes this big old giant snowball that's gonna run you over, run the house, or whatever the case may be. So you at the top with the rock, and society tell you, all right, bro, this what's gonna happen. We at the top. We're gonna tell you with this little bit of rock, go on start applying pressure. Go on giving her a whole lot of attention. And as soon as you buy into that, they knock the rock down the hill. And they're just building momentum, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's collapsing your value the bigger it gets. And then once it gets so big, once the collapse falls, once your value falls into negative, they don't like you no more. You done did all this. You might have got a little something out of it. Might have got a little trim. Might have got a little box. But she don't like you no more because society told you to apply pressure and lower your standards. And you did. Just in the name of that little thing between her legs. You did all that. And she don't even like you no more. Now, what society tell the women? Y'all love this part. I know for any guys that listen, I know y'all love this part when it comes down to what society tell the women. Society tells women, hey, exercise your options. You have multiple options. You have multiple options. Exercise them. You can have as many dudes on your phone, many dudes on your roster as possible. Maximize them. You got a dude for food. You got the light bill dude. You got the rent dude, the condo dude, the dude with the dick, the dude with the weed, the dude with the alcohol, the dude with the conversation. You got a whole roster full of dudes that have different spaces in your life. Maximize your roster. Maximize your roster. Okay. Now, once you got so many dudes on your roster, this is what I want you to do. Don't commit to none of them. Tease them. Give them, show them a little something, you know what I'm saying? Give them a little provocative message or a pick. The ones you like, go and play with their balls. Go and give them a little gawk. You ain't got to do all of them. Just the one that might have a little potential to be more than just the food guy. Go and top them off. But don't be committed to none of them. At any given time, if you want to dip, you can dip. It's cool. You can dip. And the third one, monetize both your social media and the men you deal with in society. So get as many guys on your roster as possible, Don't commit to none of them, and also get money all across the board. That is what society tells women, which leads to women having option overload. Again, the same little rock at the top of the mountain. Society said, well, go ahead, go on, get all the attention you want. We got you. And as soon as she start getting a whole lot of unwanted attention, wanted attention, whatever the case may be, they push the rock down the hill, and it's going to gain the momentum, just like for the men. It's gaining momentum. Now you got all these options, and now you're numb. You're numb to all the options because some of them you're getting ran through for some of them. You got to argue with some of them. You might have to go to the worst of the worst and have to actually throw them thing with some of them niggas, whatever the case may be. But you're numb to relationships. You ain't committed to none of them. And soon as that snowball run into your house, run into your little red wagon, knock you off your feet, guess what that snowball tells you? You can't pair bond with none of these guys. You can't pair bond with none of these guys. Now, I know what I'm saying right now has been said a million times before. I know what I'm saying has been said a million times before. The only difference between what I'm saying, well, how I'm saying it right now, is that I'm saying it to both sides. Again, I'm not saying it to just help the men look at women a certain way. And I'm not saying this to help the women look at men a certain way. I'm trying to tell both sides that both of y'all idiots. Both of y'all idiots. You're doing as a man everything society tell you to do that goes against everything you know. Lower your standards and be an emotional crasher. Lower your standards and be an emotional crasher for the women. And society is telling women, hey, use all these niggas so you can't use them no more. I'm just telling y'all the truth. I have no reason to lie to y'all. Hit the like button. I have no reason to lie to y'all. So now, with both snowballs and knock men and women over, these are the outcomes of what's going on in today's dating market. Number one is y'all favorite. It's complicated. Situationships. It's complicated. You know, we ain't together, but she can't talk to other dudes. We ain't together, but he can't talk to no other females. I ain't smashing nobody but him because that's the only one I trust. Even though it's complicated. It's complicated. All that means is that neither party wants to be accountable for the other party or for what they do. We cool as long as you don't hold me to a higher standard of being your dude. We cool as long as you don't hold me to a higher standard of being your woman. We cool. I don't want to be held accountable for the things that might happen if you piss me off. I don't want no finger pointing at me because I did X, Y, and Z because we got titles now. That's all that is. That's the outcome number one of what's going on. It's complicated situationships. Number two, polarization. Now, with polarization, this is the fun one. Because with the polarization of everything, the men that's at the top don't even want to be bothered. They not looking for commitments. They looking for smash and pass, one night stands. They not looking to be tied down. They not looking for no commitments. They might be looking for some pussy. They might get a little companionship here and there and everywhere else, but they not really trying to be in no relationships. This for the high quality men, the high value men, high status men, whatever the case you want to call it. They don't even want to be in committed relationships, which makes women that want to be in committed relationships feel some type of way. Now, Joe Blow is getting ignored. He's getting ignored. They ain't paying Joe Blow no attention because they feel some type of way about the high value man don't want to be in no relationship. He want to smash, but he don't want to be in no committed relationship. So they're mad at the nigga at the top. So the nigga at the bottom or the nigga in the middle, he gets looked over because they're angry. They're angry at the dude at the top because he don't want to be tied down with him. So the dude at the bottom can't even get their attention because of the anger they got to the dude at the top. Now, for the women, this is the thing for the women. They're getting attention from both sides. They're getting attention from the high status men. They're getting attention from the low status men. And they're getting attention from the men in the middle. They're actually getting all the attention they want with none of the attachments, whether it's on her end or the men end. Because she can sit there and get all the attention she wants from certain men and tell them, I don't want to be your girlfriend. I don't want to be your wife. I don't want to smash. But I like the attention. So I pass. But she also mad because the ones she do won't give her the time of day. They won't be committed. They'll give her the attention. They might give her a little dick. But they don't want to be in no relationship. That's the polarization of the dating market right now. The men at the top don't want to be bothered. The men at the bottom can't get no action. And the women, they benefiting off all the attention, but they denying men that want to be with them, and they also mad at niggas that don't want to be with them. And the third outcome in today's dating market is burnout altogether. Men feel invisible. The men feel like ain't nobody looking for them. Ain't no woman looking for me. They don't pay me no attention. They don't see me. Why am I even trying? Why am I even trying to get my hair cut? Why am I even trying to smell good? Why am I even trying to make sure my breath smell good? Why am I even trying to put on good clothes or go to the gym or get my money right? They ain't paying me no attention no way. So why would I go through all that when I still ain't gonna get no attention? Sad, but true. They burnt out. The women are burnt out because they don't even feel safe around me. They actually have a fear that y'all gonna do something to them if they tell you no. If you don't want to give them, they give up the phone number. If you don't want to holler at them, if you tell them no in the most polite way possible, if you tell them no, they feel like you might pull one and go pew pew. Trust me, I done been around and I done seen it. I done heard stories and I actually know. Like a couple of streets over where I stayed at, a girl lost her life to a nigga she told no to. At the little corner restaurant we got up here, he pulled down on with the Draco, let loose, crime scene. Young lady gone, took off the map because she told this nigga no. So they don't even want to deal with the niggas because of this type of shit. Let alone you cussing them out, calling them bitches and hoes. You know, they could tell you the truth about something, you still believe it, they lying. Like they can't even open up. These are emotional creatures that can't even be emotional because you're so quick to judge them. So again, both sides are burnt out. Both men and women are burnt out. And both sides feel the same way. I'm replaceable. They won't give me attention because I'm replaceable. They won't protect me because I'm replaceable. Sad. Situationships, polarization, burnout. That is what's going on in today's dating market. And before I finish this, so let me tell y'all something. With everything I'm saying up to this point, this is one thing I'm gonna tell y'all. Who's the bad guy? Who's the bad guy? Is it the men or the women? Who the bad guy? Mind you, both sides, both parties, both the men and the women want leverage. They want control. Men want control over the women. Women want control over the options. Women want to be an option, but they don't want to have the obligations. Men want to have a multitude of women. Both of them fighting for leverage to have it their way. So is there really a bad guy in this situation? No, there's no bad guy. You have a lot of people that got common sense. You got a lot of people. And again, like I said, it's the bad people, the toxic people that's eating. That's why it look the way it look. But when you break this shit down, all this is that you want power, they want power. You want control, they want control. Neither side is willing to yield so the other one can take control. That is why the gender war exists. That's why the dating pool look like piss. That is why. And society is the number one reason on why both men and women can't be in committed relationships no more. Social media is one of the main reasons why men and women can't be in relationships no more. That's the reasons why we can't be in relationships no more, because we gotta control the other party. But there's no bad guys. None of y'all niggas are Batman or Superman or Iron Man, and ain't none of y'all women Supergirl or Wonder Woman or Batgirl. So if they neither one of y'all heroes, I know there ain't no bad guys. There's no bad guys. Just people that got some rationale, that actually can think, know what they're doing, making irrational decisions in the name of power. All in the name of power. And then I'm gonna finish this off, and I'm gonna let y'all go on about the rest of y'all afternoon. I mean your evenings. Hope y'all have something good for dinner. Hope y'all smoking on fat ones and drinking good. Super Bowl coming up Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Man, Triple J just got traded. Man, that caught me and my son by surprise today. We both like, man, you know, I mean, to be a 6'10", 7 foot power forward that average 4-5 rebounds a game. You what, a 6'10" wing 3? Man. I mean, I hate to see him go out to see it, but at the same time, it's like, if they gonna blow it up and start over, blow it up and start over. It is what it is. But I'm gonna say all that to say this right here. Just like I said about my kids, change the incentives to change the behavior. Change the reward program. Quit giving men and women the best of you when they ain't on their best behavior. Excuse me. Quit giving men and women the best of you when they ain't on their best behavior. This is one of the things I said about the market, is that women control the market because they could be thoughts and still get a dude. If they want a boyfriend, they can get a boyfriend. If they want to get married, they can get married. They actually control the market because they don't have to change and still get what they want. The men, they at a deficit, not because there's no women out there, not because they can't find what they want. They at a deficit because they can't walk away from the women. They can't set standards. And what was the other one I said? Standards, walking away. Oh, they ain't got no options. The men have no options. There's only so many men that actually say they got options and actually mean they got options. There's only so many men that's standing on what they standing on. And it's only so many men can walk away. The majority of the men gonna stay and try to play in the market and try to get the women to change, which is going back to what I'm finna say to end the show. Men, especially the men, you can't change them. It's hard to try to change a shitload of women to move the way you want them to move for better results. It's hard. You can't change the people to get better results. Change the incentives. Same for the women. You can't change that dude unless he want to change. You can't sit up here and bash a nigga over the head and tell him he acting like this, he acting like that, and you still give him some pussy. You can't be talking crazy about women, my guy, and still give us some money. You can't do that. And then tell them they need to change how they is, or you're going to stop. No, you're not. The incentive program already in place. They can act the way they want to act, just like a badass child. I can act this way and still get a brand new pair of Jordans. What's the incentive for me to stop? What's the incentive for me to stop? What are you going to do to get me to stop? Quit rewarding them. Plain and simple. Quit giving them shit. Quit rewarding them. You want them to change. Quit giving them shit. Quit giving them attention. Quit giving them money. Quit giving them sex. And that's on both sides. You want the behavior to change. Quit giving them shit. Stop. Have some dignity about yourself. Be able to keep your legs closed until they change their behavior. Cause show and shit stink. A woman gonna sit there and say, what you won't do, another nigga will do. But if all the niggas stand on one thing, guess what she gonna have to do? If all the niggas telling her no, she eventually gonna have to change if she want anything. And the same with the dudes. If you sit there, ladies, and have some standards about yourself, he won't be able to knock down all the females. Because in order for him to get some pussy, he actually had to get married. Now imagine if y'all stood on that. Both sides. Imagine if you stood on, you're not going to give her no money. And all the men across the world stood on that type of shit. Just like you're not going to give her no money unless she respects you as a man. And every man 18 or better stood on that type of shit right there. Oh, they'll act right. They'll act right. Or they'll be lesbians one. They'll act right or they'll be lesbians one. Now imagine if all the females kept their legs closed and told these guys, you're not getting none of this Nook Monster until you act right. Until you decide to marry me. Guess what happened? Niggas will get married. Niggas will act right. So if you change the incentives, you'll change the behavior. And if you change the behavior, guess what? You'll change the outcomes. Change the incentive, change the reward program, quit giving them what they want when they have no reason to be better. Give them what they need, give them what they want when they actually doing what they need to do to get what they want. If you change the incentive program, you'll change the behavior. And if you change the behavior, you can change the outcomes. And I know it's easier said than done because a lot of y'all can't can't hold out long enough for that one little thing, sex. You can't be able to hold out. It's part of your life. And it is part of life. But what's more important? Getting with somebody that's going to act the way you need them to act, or getting with somebody that's going to give you what you want and they still act the fool with you. The choice is up to you. Anyway, I appreciate everybody for coming through. Like, share, subscribe, all that good shit right there. And I will get up with y'all good people. Oh, shit. I will get up with y'all good people on another day. I'll let you.
All work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Hey, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for wherever, I'll be front and center. Don't fly too close to the sun, your body chopped up by propellers. Came in arrogant, but left out in a stretcher. Fuck the comparison, y'all know y'all couldn't replicate it. Chilling in the desert, I'm good under pressure.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground, we'll be to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, show 'em what we bout.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground, we'll be to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, fuck what they was talking about. All work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Hey, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for wherever, I'll be front and center. Quick to sever, however, whoever. Raining from above, we shooting down through your umbrella. Ayy, getting fed up, nothing you could tell us. Snapping every shot I take, just wait till it develops.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground, we'll be to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, show 'em what we bout.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground, we'll be to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, fuck what they was talking about.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found. From the ground, we'll be to the clouds, never coming down. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground, we'll be to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown